miles from Zuni Nation. And we're about 2 hours from our land. Yes. We're finally back. We are finally back. November 12th, I think it is today. November. March 12th. And we have our camper here. Just starting to get unloaded. Lisa's inside getting some stuff all set up with the kitchen. Trying to position it in a way where we can see the vista this way. So it's a nice shot. Nice. It's so nice to be back here. Anybody watching this channel probably remembers me having fires out here in November. We're here in March now, and it's so much warmer. It's not a lot warmer, but it's definitely warmer. But here we are. Gotta get things going. Get things unpacked. I'm just gotta check on the water. Both full. Let's see what we got here. Yes, clear. No algae. No algae. Awesome. So that's good. And I left this gas tank out the whole time, all these months. Got to bring this. This is full of gas. This is empty. No pack rats. Good. I'm a little concerned about the structure. It feels a little wobbly inside. So one of my thoughts on the to-do list is to support the corner with a beam going across, and then pulling this out, digging a hole, pouring concrete deep down. Should be good. Good idea on all four corners. So first thing is just get set up with the essentials: water, power, all that. Well, held up pretty well. I don't see any leaks, no water stains. It's windy out. It's about 20 mile an hour with 35 mile an hour gusts. It doesn't really shake around much. I did a good job. Just got to finish it out. So here's our water pump. I'll set that up this week. Have to make a run into town and get more insulation, and we'll get the hot water heater going and get it going and making it work. Now I got a new workbench. Let's go take a peek inside and see what Lisa's doing.
Hi.
Yeah. Getting things set up. She's got all the kitchen stuff set up. So, yes, I'm gonna come in now. Take my shoes off. Looking pretty homey.
It's getting there.
It smells good and clean too.
Does it? Good.
Yep.
Yeah, it's getting there. I feel good about it so far. It's just gonna take a while. We're jam packed to the gills.
This is gonna be our bed here, so we'll get that next. It's so nice to be back here. It's so quiet this morning. Yesterday's wind was kind of an annoying. Wasn't too bad. How about that, huh? It's nice and quiet. Our satellite worked really well last night. Starlink hooked back up after I figured out how to reactivate it. And we're gonna go for a little walk as the sun rises. It's about 6:45, 7 right now. So, what do you think? Here I am back with this background. 3 months ago I made those other videos of the shower shed. I'm going to continue working on the shower shed. I also want to support the trailer with concrete pylons. And there's a couple other projects. First thing we got to do is get the water pump working, get some water in our tank in our trailer so we can have showers and hot water. That'll make a lot of difference. I was making hot water on the stove last time I was here. Now we have a little hot water heater in the trailer that works really well. Another nice convenience is that we have a refrigerator that works on propane and electric. And that is key to keeping things nice and cool. Of course, we have coolers with ice in it, and that's good too. But that's for extra food, you know. We'll be fine. It's good to be back. Good to be back. On the game trail. Cows just walk through here and make a path for you. The paths diverge a little bit. They join back up. This is the other property adjacent to us, and we're coming up to our property line. This is our property line right here. This is the corner. Yep. Us, we're that way. That's our spot right there. Oops, forgot to record this. We moved the trailer. After one night in the trailer, I was like, you know what? If we're gonna build a canopy over this thing, we gotta move it out so we can build a big canopy over it, and we can put other stuff here. It's gonna be a nicer spot for the view, and I gotta say it's perfectly level. Happy. Over here I'll put my cargo trailer, and so all the utility stuff can be over here. We have guests, they can be over here, and I think it uses the space better for like a long-term resting place. creature in its natural habitat. More like unnatural habitat. This is what you gotta do when you're living out here in the wilderness. So what we do is we have a composting toilet. So this is just gray water. So don't worry about it. We're not gonna bury it. We're just gonna be out. If it was freezing overnight, we'd probably want to bury it. But it's not. It's probably in the 50s right now. We got our trailer back. The neighbors were very kind to let us store it at their place. Let's see what's inside. Yeah, here it is. All my things. Remember this? I remember it quite fondly. My 2 weeks out here on the land. All the things that I left behind are in great shape. Solar panels, cushions, ladder. Yeah, cool. Show them how I spliced this. I had to splice this together like an amateur, and but it works. A little time lapse to show how we're emptying out the shed, so it makes it easier to work in there. It's so nice to have the cargo trailer. It's so handy. It's great to have some enclosed, dry, wind-proof space to store your things. Yeah, it's nice to have this storage. And it's a good wind block. Let me show you. The wind's been coming from the west-southwest, and it's right next to our camper, so it kind of helps. It hasn't been really bad today, and it's not supposed to be too bad this week. But our neighbor was saying it was so bad last month that they had an 80-mile-an-hour winds one day and several days of 60-mile-an-hour gusts. So winds are never like always 80 miles an hour or always 60, but they gust so often that it's just tough to be outside.